Morning. I'm just walking out to the garden. The rooster's awake, and I thought I would do a quick tour of what my garden looks like at the end of July. I started late, so things aren't as full as they would normally be, but still beautiful. This side coming from the house is our chicken run portion of the garden. I have a video up of this trellis that I made years ago. Still holding up. Probably should secure it a little bit, but the vines will hold it together. So I've got some squash, butternut, some pumpkin. Down here is the yard-long beans, more butternut, same beans, cucumber, and more beans. And in between the beans and squash, there's a morning glory flower that I planted. So I love this trellis. It may not fill out this year, but we'll see. Still got a couple of good months. See, there's the coop over there, the house. A little temporary coop. It's really more of a summer coop or a broody coop. We have magic beans, crookneck squash, pineapple sage, blackberries, catnip, tomatoes in the boxes. And on this trellis, this has been, my husband and I got married underneath this. We built it just before our wedding. And I was going to grow clematis over it, and I tried for many years, and it just doesn't like this area. I think it's because of the heat, but I don't know. I need to do a little bit of research. So I removed those and I put those around the coop. And I planted some of that morning glory flower there. And it's doing great. It's this flower right here. It should grow up over that nicely. I have a new plant. I'm gonna try out. I've never planted this in my woven basket that I did. Tomatoes are doing great. I keep them trimmed up and tied. Already been eating lots of tomatoes. And my strawberry patch. This was not the intention for this spot, but if I didn't put them in the ground, as you may have seen in a previous video, they would have died. But getting some little strawberries, so yummy, ever-bearing. And my favorite focal point of the garden every year is my teepee pole beans. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love doing this. And I strung this garden vine from the top of the teepee to the trellis. And it may be a little low once the beans weigh it down a bit, at least for my husband. who is 6'1", but for me, let's see if I can show you. I'm only 5'2", so I cannot reach that. But it is close. And when the beans bring it down, it will be literally a perfect picking height for me. So, yeah. I'm excited. For the rest of the garden, we have a temporary porch. Oh, I might add, this spot will house 2 more of these boxes next year. So I'll have 2 that will go a long ways side by side with about a 2-foot gap in between. I have my catnip. And we have a porch here, and I'm trying to decide if I want to put a greenhouse here or if I want a couple more of these boxes. A greenhouse would be beautiful, but I have another spot in mind by the coop for another reason. And aesthetically, coming into my garden, I really like the thought of boxes, 2 on this side that match up with these, and then 2 the opposite direction this way. I really like the idea of that. I think it would be really pretty, especially when I find something that can continually grow over this trellis. It would just be a beautiful entrance coming in. So we'll see. So yeah, this is my garden at the end of July. Do another video maybe in a couple weeks. Let's see how far these beans get. Maybe I'll just do a bean video. Thanks for watching.